What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be doing a restock my dopp kit with me video. So first things first, here's my dopp kit, my beautiful, wonderful, just take it all in. Yeah, here she is though, she's so cute. This is from Stealth Bros Co. and I got it as a birthday gift from my girlfriend. So if you're watching, thank you. So just for a little bit of context, I'm currently using Folks for my HRT. They sent me a 3-month supply of my testosterone, my needles, my syringes, everything that I need for the 3 months. They send me every 3 months. And just so you guys know, this is the original dopp in the Trans Vibes colorway. As of like the day I'm recording, this is sold out right now. It's October 6th and this is currently sold out, but there are a bunch of different colors, but I'm glad I got this one before it sold out. I also really want to get their junior dopp version just for my like testosterone stuff, and then I'll just use this as like, you know, a regular dopp kit. Right now I'm using it for both, which is working well. It's fine, you know. I just want to get the matching junior dopp as well. I don't need it, but I want it. So first I'm going to show you guys what comes in my package from Folks, because I just got one a few days ago, and obviously that's what I'm going to be using to refill my dopp kit. So yeah, so we've got some syringes, some draw up needles, some injecting needles, some gauze, which I never really use, but it's okay, some band-aids, some alcohol pads, a sharps container, and obviously my testosterone. Folks also send you this storage box. They'll send you this with your first delivery. Like, they'll send your supplies in this the first time, and then after that they just send like obviously refills for this box. They're not going to keep sending you the box, but I think this is really cool. It's not very stealth, but it's very cool, and it's really nice that they give you something that you can store all of your supplies in. And I do still use this, and we will get back to this later. So now I'm going to show you guys what's inside of my dopp kit currently. Okay, if I sound a little close, it's because I'm right behind the camera. So I'm going to start off with the front pocket. And here I just have some band-aids. There's this one big band-aid that I have. I took this from work. And then I have some more band-aids. Lots of band-aids. These are the band-aids that they send me, that I get from Folks. And I have some Minecraft bandages as well. And these band-aids, they actually work. They actually stay on pretty well. And these, they're like okay band-aids, and they're plain. Actually, I have one on my finger right now, but yeah, just a bunch of band-aids in the front. I'm not really sure what else to use this front pocket for. So at the very top up here, I have 2 syringes. These are the only 2 I have left, or well, they were before the package I just opened. I'm going to take everything out and then refill it afterwards, just to figure out what I want to do with everything. And all my stuff is kind of just thrown in here. In this side pocket, I have my testosterone vial. This is still halfway full, so I'm not even going to touch the refill that I just opened yet, but you know, I have some extra hormones. In this main compartment, I'll start with this. These are band-aids, more band-aids. Do I need this many band-aids? Probably not, but it's okay. I like this little box that it comes in. That's most the reason why I got it. Open it up. There's some, obviously, band-aids inside. There's small ones, which I have only been using the small ones for my T-shots, and the bigger ones I use for like, you know, if I need a bigger one, like this cut for example, I would probably use one of these for. But yeah, there's cute little animal designs on them and stuff. pretty cool. This is my little temporary sharps container. Have a couple of needles inside of there now. I don't have a travel sharps container, and I don't really want to buy one because I don't want to just like be collecting sharps containers. They send me one every 3 months, so I only started using Folks 3 months ago. I have this one. I have the one that they just sent me, and every 3 months they're gonna keep sending them, and I really don't need all of these. This is just to hold them temporarily until I get to one of my sharps containers. I'll probably use this more when I'm traveling, and right now I use it when I'm just too lazy to get up and go put them in my sharps container because it's usually put away somewhere. So yeah, I have one, and now 2 at home, and my girlfriend does my tea shots half the time. I have one at her house as well, so I don't need any more. I have some hand sanitizer in here because, you know, your hands gotta be clean and stuff. I have a Tide Go stick, you know, just in case. I also have some skincare in here. This dopp kit I take with me in my back. This dopp kit I take with me like almost everywhere I go, just because it's always in my backpack, and I take my backpack everywhere for no reason. I do often sleep over at my girlfriend's house, which is why, you know, I do carry around this with me all the time. Otherwise, I don't really need all this stuff in here. I hardly ever use this. I just get lazy. This is my cleanser. This is just an old CeraVe bottle that there is CeraVe cleanser in here. So I just like rinsed it out. This was moisturizer. I just rinsed it out and put my cleanser in there. So, and then I have this little Neutrogena moisturizer. And in the bottom here, there's just, well, I have 2 empty little tea vials. These are my small tea vials from when I was doing HRT with Planned Parenthood. I have some loose needles in here, my last 2 needles, and some gauze. And there is one more pocket in the back, and back here is where I keep my alcohol pads. I did buy, obviously you can see these don't look like the ones that they sent me because they're not. I bought a box of them at Walmart because I go through these like super fast. Like, you know, for each shot I'll use 1 drop needle, 1 injecting needle, 1 syringe, whatever, and then I'll use like 7 alcohol pads. So yeah, now that I took everything out except for these 2 tea vials, I'm just gonna leave them there. But I took everything else out except, yeah, the band-aids in the front. I'm gonna leave those there as well. Now we are going to restock everything, and I usually like to stock it for 1 month worth of shots because I don't want to put everything in there and like just fill it up with like a bunch of needles and syringes and all that. I am gonna set aside really quick all the stuff for my HRT that I am gonna put inside of here. Okay guys, so this is all the stuff that I am going to put inside of my dopp kit right now. I have 5 of each needle, 5 syringes, a bunch of alcohol wipes, and some gauze, which, like I said, I don't typically use this. Sometimes I use it if I bleed a little bit from my shot, but honestly I just use it because I have it. I'm going to start by putting this stuff in first, and then I'll pack the rest of my kit. I feel like the syringes go well up there. I have tried before putting my vial up there, and it's just a little bit too, the elastic is just a little bit too loose for this vial, so it falls out all the time. So these elastic loops are too big for this tea vial, but these are too small. These are much smaller than this. I think I am instead going to use one of these side pockets for my vials, so I can take this one out the box as well, and I'll tuck that in there. So both my little tea vials are over there, and I'll use the other side for all of my needles. I think the gauze could just lay flat on the bottom. I'm just gonna lay it flat down there. I will put my alcohol pads back in the back pocket, how I had them. And then just my little sharps container can just sit in there like that. Now that's all for anything HRT related that goes in my dopp kit. As you can see, it's not very much, it doesn't take up very much space. So I'm just gonna quickly go over everything else that I put in my dopp kit. I forgot to put the band-aids in here. Whoopsies. There we go. This is all my stuff, all my other stuff that I also carry in my dopp kit. Showed you guys half of this already, but aside from the stuff I already showed you, I have some Lumi deodorant. This deodorant is great. I have my anxiety medication, some painkillers, which I'm pretty sure there's literally one in here, and a little travel soap bottle. And usually I'll take a lip balm as well. I have like a few different ones. Let's just pretend like there's lip balm here too. Yeah, I'm just gonna really quickly pack that up in my dopp kit. I'm actually gonna put this Tide stick in one of these loops here. Oh, that fits so nice. And boom, I'm all done. Here's how everything's looking in there. Looking good. And then I'm literally all good to go. And that's it. That is all for packing my dopp kit. And I'm gonna quickly show you guys what I do with the leftover supplies that I have for my HRT. So as you can see, I have all this stuff that I did not put inside of my dopp kit. And that is why this box that they sent me at Folks is so great. So right now there's nothing in here. Like I said, I just got a refill for everything, so I don't have like any supplies. But yeah, I'm just going to pop the remainder of my supplies in there, and that's it. So when I need to refill my dopp kit again for the next month, all my stuff is going to be in here, and it's organized and just really easy to access. And there we go, there's this all packed up as well. Okay, and that's all for my dopp kit. I literally love this thing so much. This dopp kit is my favorite thing ever. Yeah, thanks so much for watching if you watched all the way to the end, and if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.